Tonight, we dive into the weapon platform that Ukrainian soldiers call the Skyhammer, the Russian Su-34 Fullback, and two of its most devastating payloads, the FAB-3000 bunker buster bomb and the Kh-38 precision missile. And in the last days, this combination has re-entered headlines across Europe, linked to new waves of strikes in eastern and southern Ukraine, attacks that tore through logistic depots, frontline troop shelters, and even hardened positions that were previously considered survivable. June 2025 and the days that followed brought a disturbing pattern. Deep strike attacks hitting Ukrainian cities and military zones almost without warning. Reports from the past week describe crushing bombardments in Zaporizhia's outer districts, a massive glide bomb impact near Kharkiv's industrial belt, and precision missile hits on Ukrainian artillery hubs in Donetsk Oblast. Analysts now attribute many of these incidents to Su-34 sorties operating from rear bases inside Russia, using long-range glide kits and high-precision missiles to stay far outside Ukrainian air defense reach. This is not the first time the Su-34 has reshaped the battlefield. Since the earliest stages of the war, the aircraft has evolved from a standard strike bomber into Russia's primary heavy strike delivery system. Its recent integration of jet-assisted glide bombs, heavier FAB series demolitions, and updated Kh-38 variants marks a shift not only in firepower, but in psychological warfare. Soldiers describe the sound as a distant whine that turns into a crushing scream, moments before reinforced bunkers crumple like cardboard. Civilians describe the aftermath as earth split apart. And now we break down exactly how this system works and why it is so feared. The Su-34, Russia's long-range sky executioner. The Su-34 is not just a bomber. It is a frontline strike aircraft designed to launch heavy ordnance from dozens of kilometers away, never crossing the line of contact. With a 30-ton takeoff weight and high survivability cockpit, the jet can carry multiple FAB-3000s, a payload usually reserved for heavy bombers, as well as Kh-38 missiles for precision surgical strikes. The aircraft's radar suite, electronic countermeasures, and high-altitude performance allow it to hit a target while remaining invisible or unreachable to most short-range Ukrainian defenses. Since 2024, Russia has increasingly modified the Su-34 to become a standoff strike machine, pairing it with glide kits and propulsion modules to push bomb range to 80 to 120 kilometers, and in some recent experimental versions, even farther. FAB-3000, the 3-ton demolition bomb. The FAB-3000 is one of the most devastating unguided bombs in Russia's conventional arsenal. With a warhead weighing nearly 3,000 kilograms of high explosive, its destructive radius is massive. It can collapse fortified bunkers, pulverize concrete military warehouses, tear open deep underground shelters, flatten city blocks if used against urban areas. When equipped with a UMPK glide kit, wings, GPS, INS guidance, and sometimes a booster, the FAB-3000 becomes a standoff weapon. Dropped from high altitude by the Su-34, the bomb glides silently for tens of kilometers before descending almost vertically onto its target. The psychological effect is severe. Soldiers often hear nothing until the final second, a sharp downward roar, followed by a blast wave strong enough to rupture eardrums, shatter reinforced steel doors, and flip armored vehicles. In Ukrainian cities struck in recent days, the signature impact crater, wide, deep, and steaming, was consistent with heavy guided bombs. These strikes have been used to destroy artillery storage sites, barracks, repair shops, armored vehicle parking areas, command posts inside hardened buildings. The FAB-3000 doesn't damage a target, it erases it. Kh-38 missile, the surgical hunter. Where the FAB-3000 is brute force, the Kh-38 is precision violence. A short to medium-range air-to-surface missile, the Kh-38 is designed to hunt moving or stationary targets with near-meter accuracy. It is modular, capable of infrared, laser, or satellite guidance, and optimized for destroying air defense batteries, artillery systems, radar sites, armored columns, high-value tactical headquarters. The Kh-38 is launched by the Su-34 from as far as 40 to 70 kilometers away, depending on the variant. It flies low, hugging the terrain, then pops up and dives onto its target with extreme precision. Ukrainian officers describe the missile as silent until impact, arriving too quickly for many point defense systems to react. In June 2025, Ukrainian sources reported multiple Kh-38 type strikes on troop concentrations and supply depots across Donetsk and Luhansk fronts, attacks that destroyed armored vehicles inside hangars and left command shelters burning for hours. The missile's ability to strike a specific grid coordinate makes it particularly good at eliminating artillery batteries and mobile air defenses that move frequently to avoid counter-battery fire. When a FAB-3000 levels a position and the Kh-38 cleans up what survives, the combination becomes brutally effective. How the Su-34 attack sequence works. A typical Su-34 strike run against Ukraine unfolds like a carefully engineered kill chain. 1. High-altitude approach. The Su-34 climbs to a safe altitude inside Russian airspace. Its onboard systems calculate trajectory for FAB-3000 drops or missile launches. 2. Glide bomb release outside Ukrainian air defense zones. Using GPS/INS guidance, the FAB-3000 with UMPK kit is released and begins a silent glide toward its target. The bomber turns away immediately, avoiding Ukrainian intercept attempts. 3. Seconds before impact, the bomb enters a steep terminal dive. Its weight and velocity produce a shockwave capable of destroying armored structures even before detonation. 4. Secondary Kh-38 attack. Moments or minutes later, depending on mission planning, a Kh-38 is launched to hit surviving targets, anti-aircraft systems, command posts, or vehicles escaping from the blast zone. 5. Aftermath. Drone footage often shows scorched terrain, deep craters, shredded equipment, collapsed roofs, and the telltale pattern of a precision missile strike within the wider destruction field of a heavy bomb. This combined arms aerial tactic is designed not only to destroy infrastructure, but to rupture defensive morale. Why the combination terrifies frontline troops. Ukrainian soldiers describe the fear in simple terms. You don't hear it, you just feel the ground rise and fall. The FAB-3000 turns reinforced positions into burning rubble. The Kh-38 hunts what's left. Together, they can disable Ukrainian artillery in a single strike, knock out HIMARS resupplied warehouses, crush frontline battalion headquarters, shatter city infrastructure with one hit, overwhelm air defense units forced to relocate constantly. The danger is not only physical, it is psychological. Every Su-34 detected on radar forces Ukrainian units to scatter, relocate, and brace for strikes they may not see coming. The sky that speaks in fire. The Su-34 with FAB-3000 and Kh-38 represents a grim evolution of Russia's strike doctrine, heavy demolition plus precision hunting delivered from outside retaliation range. This combination has shaped many of the most destructive attacks reported in Ukraine throughout 2025, from the industrial belts of the east to the fragile cities of the south. And as Russia continues upgrading glide bomb technology and bomb propulsion kits, the threat horizon only grows wider. For analysts, this is a case study in modern aerial warfare. For civilians on the ground, it is a night that never fully gets dark, because at any moment, the sky may ignite.